let's say the Niners are looking for an out and they don't want to pay Brock Purdy $50 million a year, and they want another out. They want some leverage. Is it possible they would draft a quarterback either in round 1 or round 2, trade up, trade back, high enough to let Brock know, hey, man, we're not going to give you $50 million a year. You're not our franchise quarterback. You're a high-level bridge, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a very lucrative position to have, but you're not a franchise quarterback. Sorry. Do you think that they will do something so bold, so shocking?
I think if they I could see them drafting a quarterback in the later rounds as a guy who's, going to compete with Tanner Mordecai type of thing and maybe be the long-term solution at backup eventually. But that would have to be like in the much later rounds of the draft. If they did anything high, I would expect it to be I'm drafting a quarterback and moving off of Brock Purdy, because it would be such a waste of an asset to use a top, 3 pick, one of their top 3 picks on a quarterback, and then also have Brock Purdy when they have so many spots that they need certified starters at. To me, that would be just such a waste of a pick. So if you do draft a guy with your top 3 picks, it has to be bye-bye Brock Purdy. Otherwise, draft a guy at the end of the draft who can, compete with Tanner. That's my opinion. You're saying no, though.
Good opinion. I like the opinion. Conor, what's your opinion?
I just don't think they're going to do it. I made it clear that I want them to draft Jalen Milroe in the second round just because of his talent, his ability, super good. I don't think they're going to even draft a quarterback this year. I think that they've made it pretty clear that they want starters, and they've also made it really clear that they love Brock. So I just don't see them
Maybe they
really
need a starting quarterback.
Maybe they do. I just don't think they have the gall to do it. I kind of hope they do. I mean, I really hope they get Milroe, but they're just not.
At 11?
Yes. I think he will. He might be there in round 2. He might drop all the way out. He got an invitation to the draft and he didn't take it. League is down on him. Maybe unfairly down on him. I like Shedeur Sanders, but I think he's going to drop. Anyway, I do think they'll be there. Let me make the case. Hold on. So look, the Niners have said they love Brock. I don't know if they've said they love Brock with their contract offer, but they've said that publicly. Let's just do a little quick history recap with the Jimmy era. Okay, Jimmy went to the Super Bowl. Jimmy lost. Jimmy came back the next year, went 3-3, got hurt. Quarterback rating 92.4. We know what happened next. They freaking replaced him. Traded up from 12 to 3 to get a new quarterback. That's how it went for Jimmy. But they kept Jimmy. And they had this weird little thruple situation going on for a while. Cut to the Brock Purdy era. Goes to the Super Bowl, loses, comes back the next year, 6-9, gets injured, 96.1 quarterback rating. A little bit worse record than Jimmy, a little bit better passer rating. Cut to now. Are they going to look for a new quarterback? I mean, you could argue that the big mistake the Niners made in 2021 was trading up. They wanted Mac Jones. You traded up to 3. He went 15. You had the 12th pick. All you had to do was do nothing. And then when Mac Jones was on the board, be like, oh, we love him. Nothing against Jimmy. It's just that we love Mac Jones and he's a starting quarterback too. And you could have got him that way. Maybe the Niners learned their lesson. Maybe the Niners are just laying in the weeds, playing possum, you know what I'm saying? And not saying nothing. And then all of a sudden, if Shedeur Sanders is on the board at 11 or Jackson Dart, whoever they like better, they're like, oh, well, we never saw this coming. We thought they were going to go top 5. We just wanted to strengthen our quarterback room. And now we have 3 starting quarterbacks in our quarterback. Because last year when Brock went down, Brock, great quarterback, but he gets hurt. You know what I mean? He got hurt twice last year. He's been hurt before. We just don't want to be in a position that we were in last year where we can't win without him. So we happen to draft Shedeur Sanders. Sorry.
I think you made a great point, but within
I tried. Thank you. Did I oversell it? PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays it'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you.
But within your point, you said what if the 49ers learn their lesson? And your reason, like, way that they would display that they learned their lesson is by not trading up but still drafting one. But I would go as far to say that yes, trading up for Trey was obviously a mistake, but also keeping Jimmy Garoppolo once they had made that move was a mistake. So that's why I would go back to saying I'm actually more correct in my response that I gave before you talked in saying.
But it wasn't a mistake for my YouTube channel. Can we focus on that for a second? I just would like something chaotic and toxic for once, because they had it for a couple of years. It was great, and they've kind of cleansed the organization, and I don't appreciate it. Just wanted to say that.
I think that's fair.
If the 49ers draft a quarterback at 11, if they sit like the possum that you said that they are, and they draft a quarterback,
whatever that means,
that could be fine. But in my opinion, they would have to move off of Brock Purdy and commit to that being the new plan. I think where they actually messed up with Trey, I mean, you could look back and say they messed up so many different times, but one of the ways that they messed up, once already committing to the Trey trade, is then they drafted him but didn't actually commit to him. So if they were to quote unquote learn their lesson,
the whole process was bad.
Yeah,
they should have just stayed at 12 and been like, "Oops."
Yeah. So
if
you're committing to Brock, and you're not drafting a quarterback in high up, or B, you're moving off of Brock, but you're not making sure Grant Cohn gets the most YouTube views this offseason with a QB.
That's what Jed wants. He wants to help me out, and I appreciate that.
If we're going to play this game of Niners trading up to draft a quarterback, let's quit the game of, you trade up from 11, you get Shedeur. Let's play the real game. Let's say we trade up to 1 and we go for Cam Ward. Let's just, if we're really going to go for it, let's just give the crazy hypothetical. This is the one that will never, ever happen. But now that we're talking about it, let's just do it.
I was thinking about this today. I think I put together a trade package that could make that both sides would go for. Okay, I'm going to lay it out real slow. Okay, hold on. Okay,
this is what occupies Grant's time.
Okay, so the Titans trade the first pick to the 49ers in exchange for 2 players, not 1.
Okay, Brock.
2, no picks. 2 players. They happen to be quite good friends. They happen to already be in Nashville. They go to Nashville hockey games. They wear Nashville Predator uniforms. They're already embedded in the Nashville culture.
You would have to do 11 Brock and Kittle.
Brock Purdy and George Kittle together. The 2 guys who want extensions. The 2 guys who want big paydays. Go to Tennessee, baby. We're taking Cam Ward. What do you think?
Does it actually work contractually, bro? Does that work?
What?
Does it work contractually? Does it actually make sense with contracts?
I don't know. Okay. Who cares?
Because if it did, that's crazy if that actually works. But,
I mean, I don't think they take a big cap hit trading Brock. Kittle's in the last year of his deal. I think you could make it work. Honestly,
yeah, I just don't know what their cap space is like, but I think it could. I guess I'm laughing because it's so heinous and it's so ridiculous, but I kind of like it, but it's so crazy. I just can't. I can't take it too serious. I hate to say it.
I mean, if you really want to save money, boom, here you go.
It's a real way to save money.
Yeah. Hey, York, I just saved you $350 million. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
What do you need Parag for? I'm way better.